These are so hard to say. You guys need to come up with easier handles. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I thought it would be fun to do I react to your assumptions about me. So on my Instagram page, I posted on my stories to send me some assumptions about me that I was going to make a YouTube video for. So here we are, making the video. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos, give it a thumbs up if you like my content and you want to see more content like this. Leave a comment below what you think of these assumptions. Did you agree with them? Did you disagree with them? Let me know. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my socials, which will be listed in the description below, including my Instagram, where I will be posting a lot of things that are related to my YouTube channel. So if you want to kind of like link those together, go give me a follow on there because I'm pretty cool. So it is like snowing so hard outside right now. We're in the middle of a winter storm. So I thought it was the perfect time to just sit on my phone and read some assumptions that you guys have sent me and just answer them. See if you guys are right or not. Okay, here we go. Looking at my list now, and we're just going to read through some. Case Braham says, you are someone that others turn to with their issues. And I would like to say that that is pretty true. Most people do come to me with their issues. I don't know why. I don't think I'm very good at like giving advice. I don't know. I feel like I'm a very neutral third-party person in most situations, so that's why people come to me, because I never really pick sides. I kind of pick my own side, like what I think is right. Charlotte.Bienert, your Criminal Minds opinions are highly questionable. Heart emoji. And yes, I agree. You don't have to tell me. If you don't know this about me, I am a BuzzFeed writer and I write a lot about Criminal Minds. Every time I post anything about Criminal Minds, I get so many hate comments mostly. People just completely disagreeing with my opinions. So I'm totally used to it. I stopped reading comments because it was like a little too much for me. Yes, I know, I have very questionable opinions, and I mentioned that in my articles. So Wine Kevin Dellen says, you're secretly very insecure about other people's opinions about your personality. No, not really. I've never been one to care about what people think about me. The only time I've ever been a little bit concerned is if somebody kind of tries to judge me based on something that means a lot to me that I do, like my writing or something. That kind of hits me a little bit in the feels, but other than that, no. Let's see. Kaylin.N says, you almost joined an MLM in the past and that's why you don't like them. And that is not true. I have not almost joined an MLM because it was just way too much work for me. But I ended up accidentally going to a Cutco Knives meeting. I thought it was an interview for a customer service rep position, and this was when I was like 17 years old. I still had no idea what pyramid schemes were, but the idea of selling anything was like too much for me, so I left. ADNSB says, you're a Pisces/Libra, and I am a Pisces. Yes, I am a Pisces. Rita Mary Hennigan says, you are from Massachusetts originally, and that is not true. I was born in New Jersey, but I was raised in South Florida pretty much my entire childhood until I moved up to Massachusetts in 2012. Yeah, I think I was like 20 years old. Kylie_Bear says, you only recently figured out you're bisexual, and that is not true. I have known that I have been bisexual since I was about 15 years old, and I have dated multiple women in my life. I have only just recently come out publicly about it. Next up, Kylie_Bear again asks me, you used to play Spin the Bottle a lot, and that is not true at all. I've literally never played the game ever. I was way too shy when I was younger to do anything like that. So no, I have not. DSXULSXX. You're planning on having kids in the future. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. Other times I'm like, yeah, I like my money. Chef Tiff Lynn assumes that I like tea more than coffee, and that is not true at all. I love coffee way more than tea. Lexi Poolicious love that name by the way, assumes that I am not close to my parents, and I've alluded to issues with my mother. And this is true. I am not close with my parents anymore. I was sort of for a while, as most people are, but no, I am not close with them anymore. I do not speak with them anymore, and they will not be at my wedding. So Steph_Smith SC says, you say your name is Stephanie, but you still get called Bethany and Becky. And this is so true. When I used to work at a bank, I used to get phone calls from customers and I'd be like, blank bank, this is Stephanie. And they'd be like, hey Bethany, hi Becky. And I'd be like, no, it's Stephanie. Chelsea Hurley says that you are a kind and bubbly Gryffindor who loves their fiance and cats more than anything. And that is not true. I am actually a Hufflepuff. Hawk Mama 04 says you're extremely needy, and that is absolutely 100% not true. No, I am not needy at all. I can really just kind of fulfill my own needs, so I've never been one to be like, I need attention. Amy Bug says you used to be goth. Can you guys picture me? Goth, long black hair, eyeliner, some cool makeup. No, I've never been goth, but mostly I tried to have an emo phase, but I was just not cool enough to pull that off. Penny Jane PNW says, you're an awesome person who does cool stuff. And I mean, if you said it, it's probably right. CJEA710 says, I love to read specifically fiction, maybe young adult. And that is 100% true. You've got me to the T. I love to read, but mostly fiction. I don't have the attention span to read nonfiction. I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups. Don L. Torres says, you're super serious, but everyone loves your fun side. I think that I'm pretty normal. I am very reserved when you first meet me. I'm very quiet, kind of keep to myself, but I'm not a serious person. I'm very excitable and bubbly and happy. It just takes me like a day or two of knowing you to get there. River Rubia 19 says you don't like snakes, and that's not true at all. I think snakes are the cutest things ever. Have you seen snakes? They're so cute. I think snakes are adorable, honestly. Zoe Areza says you're literally the sweetest small baby ever, but will fight somebody if it comes to it. That's not true at all. I guess I am small. I am 5'2", and I will speak up for myself, and I will speak up for anybody and any injustice. But once it starts to turn into like a fight, like they're starting to do that like, oh, I'm about to take my earrings off kind of thing, I'm just like, I will turtle up. I mean, maybe if it really came down to it, I would throw some hands, you know? Harry Setford says you used to collect something unusual as a child. And honestly, no. I used to collect earrings, and I owned so many, but I used to keep them in like Ziploc bags, and they started getting all tangled up and rusty, and I was like, this is stupid, so I threw them all out. Kirsten Matina says you're vegan, and I eat a vegan diet. I don't say that I'm vegan because the community can be a little bit rough. It's a lot like gatekeeping and like elitist kind of attitudes that I'm not really a fan of. You know, you're really just never perfect enough for that community. And because of that, I don't call myself vegan. I don't eat animals, and I mostly don't wear animals unless it is a leather boot that I got from a thrift store. I don't call myself vegan, basically. I'm Sadrian. Says you have nice handwriting, and I think that's relative. I get told a lot that I have really nice handwriting. I think it's pretty cute. Your Joe Girl says you're a Hufflepuff, and yes, I am a Hufflepuff. You can tell, right? ILV MyLF says you are kind, and again, I think that's relative. I would like to say that generally I'm a kind person. I can also be really cynical and judgmental. You know, nobody is perfect. The last one I'm going to read. Adornetto C says you are always well dressed, and that is kind of true. As you can see, I'm currently literally just wearing a hoodie, but like 90% of the time I am well dressed, especially if I'm going out, especially before COVID. Yes, every time I go out, I'm wearing something really nice. I have always been told, especially living in a small town, that I am overdressed for every event, and I'm fine with that because you know what? Life is too short to not dress up. If I have all these cute clothes, why am I not gonna wear them, you know? Like, I always put in effort into my looks, and I'd like to keep that going. Even when I'm an old lady, I want to be that elderly person who's always dressing really, really nice. Whatever that may be for me at the time, I'm gonna look so good. Thank you so much for participating in that. It was super fun reading your assumptions about me and seeing like what people think I am based on my Instagram, really. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below which one of these assumptions you also thought of me, or if you were surprised by any of my answers at all. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!